worries. How we doing? It's Friday. It was a short week, but it was a holiday weekend last week.
It's true.
So
It just feels weird. It's been a weird week.
Yeah, that's because we've gotten all of our schoolwork done in the time allotted, and we haven't freaked out about it.
And I didn't get to work out this morning.
Oh, sad banda, bro.
Yeah.
Were you sleeping?
No, I had to wake up super early, and then I still didn't get to work out.
I still think that you should have made your brother walk to school.
He's 7, and he has a bit of a problem. It's not a disability, but it's not. I'd say it's more of a handicap. He doesn't, for whatever reason, there's something wrong with his knees, I think. And like we've taken him to specialists and whatnot, and he just doesn't have the coordination to walk properly. So he's okay though.
He's okay. You should go take him to work out. I bet working out will fix it.
No, it's more of a joint thing than it is a muscle thing. So he just I think he's
tendons or cartilage or
I think exactly. So he's missing the necessary amount for him to be stable and strong enough for him to walk correctly. He can walk, it's just he loses his balance a lot and like he can't stand straight.
I got you.
But he's fine. He's good.
Is he a cool dude?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool for my younger brother.
Pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. And then I wanted to be like the person that is like, oh, and he's like super smart. Everyone says that about their kid, and there's always a dumb kid in the class, right?
So are you accusing your brother of being dumb?
No. I think he's about in the middle average. He's like, like if he really applied himself, he could be smart. But I'm not going to be like, oh, and he's so smart for his age. No, there's always a dumb kid in the class. I don't think it's my brother, but everyone says that about all of their children. And
so someone out there is lying.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Everyone had like the stupid kid in their class. We've all been in school, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's always one dumb kid in the class. There's always a funny kid. That was me. There's always a smart kid. That was also me.
Hang on, whoa! Now
you bad at anything, Omar? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna lie. Probably no.
Oh, good.
Math.
Probably no. That's
Math?
not true.
I'm just guessing here.
I'm pretty good at math, actually.
At first, I thought you said meth, and I was like, that doesn't make sense.
You're
really bad at math.
I am bad at drinking and bad at taking drugs.
Okay, hang on.
So you're bad at having fun.
The only reason why you're...
I'm bad at... Okay, so both of you guys are laughing, and I would like to say enjoying yourselves, so I think that's not true.
What are you talking... Well, hang on. That's because we're laughing because we're making fun of you.
I'm bad at making... It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
A laugh is a laugh.
Fun is fun, even if it's at my expense. I'd still would consider myself to be why we're having fun, correct?
You are responsible for our fun entirely, Omar.
Within the last 3 minutes, yes.
Yeah, jeez.
Anyway,
oh no, there's been whole class periods dedicated to us making fun of you.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
And again,
you are a good sport about it.
Yeah, because I don't.
That's true.
As long as I get to laugh, I don't care. And that got me in a bit of trouble in school, though.
Oh,
as long as I get the laugh.
Oh, all right. Story time. Come on now.
I got pulled out into the hallways a couple times. They called my mother a couple of times.
What? About what? What were you?
Okay,
what were you
so
trying to
I
do
remember it.
Funny?
I remember it vividly. Now,
because it was like yesterday. It's not.
It was sophomore year. It was honors biology. Her name was Miss Hayes. And
the teacher's name was Miss Hayes?
Miss Hayes, yes. No, or Mrs. Hayes. I don't remember if she was married or not. I can't.
Was she good looking?
No, not at all.
Oh.
She was, but she knew her biology, obviously.
I know some teachers just don't know their stuff. So
no, I've had teachers that were complete idiots that had no idea what they were doing.
All right,
but yeah. So honors biology, we're dissecting frogs. We obviously had to sign the release, and our parents had to say that it was okay to do so. And I'm kind of into it, kind of cutting frogs, seeing like little 6-packs underneath the skin and whatnot. It was pretty cool. And we had to wear like these lab coats, right? And obviously I was a little bit bigger guy in high school, so I had to wear like the extra long one, and I couldn't walk in it properly
because it was so long.
Yeah. So
like past your feet.
Yes. And I don't know who would wear something. Well, I guess the other biology teacher would have worn it because he's a pretty big guy.
A mad scientist.
Yeah. And so I had this super huge lab coat on, and the goggles. So you could either put on like the glasses, which obviously everyone went and took because they looked cooler, and then you had like the geeky looking goggles. So I put on the goggles, and then I had on the lab coat, and I looked like a little kid, right, with a thing on. So I did a little T-Rex arms. And I'm walking around, and I'm like, hey, how you doing?
How you doing with that?
And like I do like the whip thing, and I knock over a beaker, and it breaks.
Oh.
Everyone else thought it was hilarious.
Bad T-Rex. Bad.
Yeah. Everyone else thought it was hilarious, but obviously the teacher didn't. So she called my mother, and
About broken
That is an
beaker?
act. Come on.
And no, because she was like, you're very smart, you're very bright, but you play around too much, and I think you need to settle down a little bit. And I was like, and again, I was joking with her. And I was like,
you need to chill out.
yeah, and I was like, so, I'm still kind of being funny. And I was like, what do you propose that we do to calm me down? She was like, I'm going to call your mother. And I was like, oh, that backfired a little bit.
Like, you're right. You win.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
it.
1 point
Oh,
for
man.
you.
And my mom is Hispanic, and she obviously was very upset. And she went down to the school, actually, and like she was in the office, and like she asked if we could go in a separate room, and I was like, I'm a grown man. If you,
I'm a grown man. This is sophomore year.
yeah. And they obviously told her no because they knew what the jig was up,
They knew exactly what was going down.
and she was a little upset at that, and then she started yelling at the receptionist lady. So,
Oh.
yeah, all in all, it was.
Wait, was she yelling? Okay, this might be incredibly like rude and stereotypical.
Go
but
for it.
Was she yelling at you in Spanish?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
The correct answer was C.
Si, senor.
Si, senor.
Si, senor. Awesome. Oh, is that Rich Himmelwright? It looks like, yeah, I saw a knob on the steering wheel.
Rich money.
Rich money.
So I have to move my car before we go to. Oh, I still have to print out the stupid copy for the scripts.
Dun dun dun. I have.
Did you print your guys' out yet?
I printed
I
mine
did.
out this morning.
I printed mine out last night.
Yep. Mine are right here. In fact, boom, my homework is done.
I know, I'm
See?
excited
Look
to
at that.
hear-
Homework done.
I might print it during the commercial break.
I'm excited to hear them today.
Yes,
all of
I'm
them are
definitely
gonna be
excited.
What?
What are we throwing to, Katie?
We are going to one of Hunter's Steuben's commercials.
All
That's
right.
what's happening. A
sweet.
little bit of foodie happening here.
Oh,
a little bit of
what
foodie.
kind of? Oh, sweet. I'm okay with that.
All right.
Food is cool.
Food is cool. We'll be right back, guys.
Girl, and your four-wheel drive. Yeah, the boys round here drinking that ice cold beer, talking about you got some new.
Opened in 2006, Steuben's has been serving the city of Denver its favorite regional classics, such as our famous chicken and waffles, as seen on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Come visit us at 2345 Broomfield, that's 2345 Broomfield, in the Uptown District of Denver. And be sure to stop in for a great happy hour with half-price drinks Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eat at Steuben's, drink at Steuben's. With summer right around the corner, why not come on down to test drive a new Chevy Camaro? With a 2-year lease, you could be paying as low as $249 a month. We finance and guarantee credit approval. John Elway Chevrolet, located at 1234 Circle Drive. Check out the all-new 2013 Chevy Camaros in stock at johnelwaychevrolet.com. John Elway Chevrolet, we have all your car needs. So be ready to put those windows down and cruise. Have you been interested in magic but did not know how to get into it? Are you looking for that home run icebreaker at the bar to pick up the ladies? Well, then I have the product for you. With the new Chris Angel Platinum Magic Kit, you can learn all the tricks from the hit television series Mind Freak. With over 250 Mind Freaks, you are guaranteed to dazzle and impress. Learn everything from Chris Angel's secret to floating and all the card tricks you can handle. You are sure to be the life of the party with the ability to perform these tricks. So call now to order for only $29.99 plus shipping and handling at 1-800-555-5555. That's 1-800-555-5555. Or visit our website at asseenontv.com. The Chris Angel Magic Platinum Kit. Be sure to get yours today.
Big Mind Naughton Ford, we're here to give you the best quality service for your Ford vehicles. Pick from our wide selection of trucks, cars, SUVs, and hybrids. Check out our 2013 Ford Edge 4-wheel drive starting at $30,595. Big Mind Naughton Ford is proud to serve our customers around the Denver and Aurora, Colorado area as your certified Colorado Ford dealer. We strive to provide automotive products and services of unmatched quality. Big Mind Naughton Ford is voted the best place to get your new or used car or truck. Big Mind Naughton Ford, your certified Ford dealer. Call us today at 303-343-1900 or visit one of our locations in Aurora or Denver.
Big Mike Naughton is Ford. Let's ride. That's right. Lay a blanket on the ground. Kissing in the crickets is the only sound. We out of town. Have you ever got down with
Oh, that feel. Oh, we weren't even on the air.
We weren't on the air.
Tomfoolery
And
mischief.
we're back.
Tomfoolery mischief.
And shenanigans.
Ah, there we go.
It's always
That's
one of
good.
those where you're like worried about like, oh, are they gonna say something while we're still on the music and have not?
You're supposed to. It's called hitting the post
No,
if
I'm
I'm not
talk-
correct.
no.
If I'm correct.
That's
Right,
going
well-
into the song.
Well, 225 guys. Sometimes they're like still having conversations like we're going back like right now. Like stop talking. Like,
We are professionals.
Yeah, those 225 guys, they just do their own thing over
Yeah,
there.
no, well, they just kind of come in and they talk. They don't actually run like an actual show format or anything like that. We definitely take it a little bit more serious, but I mean, they have fun, so it's all right.
oh, definitely.
Now, so it's Friday, so we have news Fridays. I don't know if Katie found the Friday news skit, but it's fine.
She's like, oh,
That's okay. Now,
Totally gonna find it and just
classy.
blow you
Classy
up.
right there.
so
Class behind the glass, people. That's
So
what Katie is.
JC Penney, this is the news story that I picked and that deemed appropriate for the show today. JC Penney removed a billboard of a
the coolest thing ever.
of a tea kettle said to resemble Hitler.
Oh my
So
god! Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
saw this.
I'll email this to you and then you'll post it on our Facebook,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Now, the kerfuffle over a tea kettle bearing a potential
Wait a minute.
resemblance.
Hang on. Can we just stop right quick? Is that what's actually called?
No. A kerfuffle is just a word for like confusion or issue or something along those lines.
I see.
Okay, so kerfuffle is not the name of the actual product.
Yeah, I had no idea that kerfuffle was an actual word.
Kerfuffle is definitely a word. I don't use it often. I do need to use it more often because I do like it. It's
Yeah,
it's in my
kerfuffle.
top 3 favorite words.
What's your other two?
My
Before you get
number
back to
1
the
is
story.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. Obviously, Sasquatch is the coolest word ever.
Number 2 is beefcake. Because I just think it's
Do
cool.
you use beefcake often?
No.
But
I,
it just happens to be one of your favorite words ever.
I do like it.
Are you
And
a
then number 3
beefcake?
is obviously a kerfuffle. That is going to be up to that's the determination of other people. You cannot deem yourself a beefcake.
Why not?
Because it's not something that you bestow upon oneself.
How about meathead?
I would say that I am. I think other people think that I would be. You know, I'd lift weights, I wear tank tops and whatnot. So muscles and
I'm saying to turn on the. It says that we're offline. I think you need to turn on the dealy, the camera.
the webcam.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Now, so the kerfuffle over a tea kettle being a potential resemblance to Adolf Hitler has reached a boiling point.
Seriously, a tea kettle.
JCPenney has removed the billboard advertising the product and taken it off its website. So, I mean, I could kind of see how it kind of looks like Hitler. So, right by the handle,
It
you know,
does
you
a little bit. Only when there's a picture of Hitler,
Of Hitler
directly
directly
next to
to
it.
it.
I don't know. Well, I mean, anything that it comes down to Hitler. Well, JCPenney, isn't it owned by like a Jewish person?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure it is. But it's a $40 tea kettle, and it got taken off on Thursday. And the quote by a JCPenney representative was repeated. Oh, excuse me. On Tuesday, the company made it clear that any resemblance is completely unintentional. If we had designed it to look like something, we would have gone with a snowman or something fun. That was the quote, which I thought was hilarious. The buzz about tea kettles have already shown up on eBay, which sellers have listed for as much as $160. So it's sold for $40. Now that obviously, I'm assuming that they're no longer selling the product because of what happened.
Right.
People that did buy them or went out and bought whatever was left over is selling them for 4 times the price.
Because
that's
it
called
looks like
turnaround,
Hitler.
son.
That's called
a profit.
That's called turnaround, and that's called making money. And I like it. Now, what do you got for me, Brad?
So you've heard of Tesla, right? The car company. They make
Tesla?
Tesla. They make.
I thought you were gonna go with like the famous what is it? Physicist. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that would be cool, but no.
I've not heard
It's
of
a
it.
car company that makes sport cars that are electric.
Okay.
So they're really nice cars,
Oh,
and it's
I
a
know what you're
completely like revolutionized system that they created. It's awesome. Well, they're actually Tesla is creating this system of like Insta charges. So it'll take 20 minutes to charge your Tesla, and they're setting them up. It's like a portable station almost that they're gonna set it up, and then you just drive your car, recharge in 20 minutes, and then you can get home.
Around the United States?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's a pretty cool like.
I agree. I think it's a good idea. I don't think that'll happen because gas is just so profitable. So,
well, not to mention that they're making it free.
oh.
So they're setting it up. They're setting up these deals. So like the original Tesla, they're giving away electricity for free.
Oh.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
Again,
So because
I
the
would sit
Tesla
there
has
for
a sports
20
car
minutes.
and then a sedan, and the
Yeah.
sedan's actually like $30,000 or something like that. It's surprisingly reasonably priced for it being a completely revolutionized
again,
car.
I don't think that like it'll be controlled as far as where it goes, just because just people make so much money off of gas. That's why I'm sure we're a ridiculously smart world, right? So
Right.
I'm sure we figured out how to drive cars on electricity already, but we're just limiting the amount that we can take out because there's still so much money to be made in oil, right?
About another 100 years worth of money.
Yeah. So until we run out of oil, I don't think we'll start seeing like this boom of electric cars. I mean, you see them now.
Well, not to mention electric cars are only as good as
Focus,
the
Brad.
are only as good as the thing that's powering them. So electricity, right, comes
Yeah.
from the nuclear power plant or coal.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's not
enough-
like we're never ever going to get away from natural light.
That's
We're-
true.
We're not going to hop to solar energy right away.
And like
it'll probably take 100 years for us to get there.
Because it's not our primary focus. People, the companies and whatnot that make cars still is fueled by gas. So there's still a lot of money to be made in gas. So their primary focus, I'm sure it's probably secondary, maybe even tertiary, as far as what we do with cars.
Let me
And
say that again.
Tertiary?
Is that third?
Yes.
I'm just learning new words all up in here today.
But
Where were you in the spelling bee last night?
Oh, okay. So
Can you
I have an interesting story about that. Okay, so I'm at 104.3, and it's softball. Women's softball's on again. And there's nothing wrong with women's softball, but I don't particularly care to watch it. And I was like, Alan was the producer at the time. Why are we watching women's softball? He's like, listen, man, it's either this or the spelling bee. And I'm like, change it, man.
Change it, man.
I'll get down on some spelling bee action. And
Seriously?
it was totally worse than the softball game.
I love that.
Can
they
you
make
use it
them
in a
wear-
sentence?
I like that they make them wear the giant things, and I realize they can write on it and whatever, but they just look like giant dog tags, and just like hang them around their necks, and it's like from here to like their belly button. Hilarious.
I had no idea what any of the words were. It's very impressive that they knew well, I guess they don't really know the definition, right? Because they always ask for the definition.
Right.
Some
But-
of them, there was part of it this year where they were told a word, and I think they had to give the definition.
Oh, wow.
There was something new with definitions.
That's
I know
crazy.
this year. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I guess if you're a good speller, it's not necessarily you know all of the words. You're just good at obviously figuring out how to spell it, right?
Right. You're good at sounding it out.
Anyway, so I walk into the internship, and there's this girl sitting down, and I'm like, oh, new intern. And she's actually pretty decently attractive. She had on like these leggings, and they're like really tight. And she was kind of pretty. But
Like-
more than anything, I was attracted to her because of the pants she was wearing.
Man, legging Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. And like and as soon as I get down there, Alan's like, "Hey man, we're getting you to work. We have so much sound for you to cut, all this other stuff." And I was like, "Okay." So I get down and I get cutting, and the whole time I'm cutting up the sound, I'm like, "Why didn't she do it?" Like she was here before I was, and obviously she had to be here throughout the entirety of the show. I'm like, why wasn't she cutting sound? Like she doesn't. And then like. She was doing everything that she should have been doing, but she had no idea how to do any of it. And like she was on her phone texting the whole time.
Maybe
She was
because she
asking
was
Alan,
new.
what did they talk about in the hour? Because she was posting the podcast, and you have to give a description of what the show was about in that hour. And he was like helping her out and all this other stuff. And I was like, he's just being nice to her because she's hot, right? So we go to commercial break, and she's texting, and she's like, oh. There was a fight at Broncos training camp, and I was like, did you read that on Twitter? She's like, no, my dad texted me. And I was like,
What?
And I was like, what, is he like at training camp? I thought it was press only. And she was like, oh, yeah, no, my dad works for the Broncos. And I'm like, where do you, okay. And then we went back to commercial break, and then, we came back from commercial break. And then when we came back again, she was like, yeah, I'm going to go work out there today. And I was like, at Dove Valley? And she was like, yes, at Dove Valley. And I'm like, who's your dad? She's like, Joe Ellis. And I'm like, Joe Ellis, the president of the Broncos.
Like, oh, okay, just Joe Ellis.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
And she was like, and I was like, really? And she was, yeah, my dad's Joe Ellis. And she's going to be playing she's going to be playing lacrosse for Cornell, excuse me.
So
And
why is she interning at?
I don't know.
She's bored.
Oh, that's
something
exactly
to
what
do.
it. And that's why
'Cause
he was
she
being
was-
nice to her because
and
they're trying
like-
to get the in.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice with her because obviously, one, I want to go work out at Dove Valley with the Broncos.
Yeah.
But I was too scared to actually like flirt with her because she was attractive. If she was just a regular girl, I probably would have. But Joe Ellis, obviously with the Broncos, if Joe Ellis finds out that some stupid intern at the radio station messed with his daughter, I probably would never work in broadcasting, or at least in Denver. And I
Probably
was
not
like,
Denver.
I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Oh, come on.
No.
But what if you totally
I was
scored?
terrified.
What if you totally scored and Ellis thinks that you're the coolest dude ever?
That I scored with his daughter? He's like,
No,
yeah,
I'm saying that
Good.
that like you guys start going out and then he's like, yeah, Omar, you're a cool dude.
I don't think he would say that. Because
don't know.
again, she's going again. She's
I've never
going,
met Ellis. I don't know what
She's
he'd
going
say.
to an Ivy League school, so I'm pretty sure me going to a broadcasting school, probably not to the standard of her father.
But it's
That
probably
never
it's
stopped
probably-
love before.
I think we're gonna go back into some. You know what? Play Hunter's commercial again. I didn't really get to hear it.
The magic
magical
show?
one. Yes, the
Yes.
magical
I was
one.
Because I
gonna-
heard you. I heard
I
you
was gonna
guys.
throw to your country buffet, but
Oh, yes. Throw to Country Buffet first.
Okay, but play Hunters too.
Just play all the commercials right now. All of them.
No,
where?
no. I wanted it to kind of be a surprise, but whatever.
Or you're using
All right,
Hunter,
we're going to Hunters because his Omar's just disappeared, so I have to find it first in this.
That's what Omar's talking about.
All right. We'll
That's
be
what
right-
Brad's talking about. Third person up in here.
Magic. Magic shows.
I bumped into you by happenstance. You probably wouldn't even know who I am.
I wanna reach out and grab you.
Have you been interested in magic but did not know how to get into it? Are you looking for that home run icebreaker at the bar to pick up the ladies? Well, then I have the product for you. With the new Chris Angel Platinum Magic Kit, you can learn all the tricks from the hit television series Mind Freak. With over 250 Mind Freaks, you are guaranteed to dazzle and impress. Learn everything from Chris Angel's secret to floating and all the card tricks you can handle. You are sure to be the life of the party with the ability to perform these tricks. So call now to order for only $29.99 plus shipping and handling at 1-800-555-5555. That's 1-800-555-5555. Or visit our website at asseenontv.com. The Chris Angel Magic Platinum Kit. Be sure to get yours today.
Chicken or steak tonight? Replace that bowl with and pizza and wings, ribs and hot links, brownies and ice cream. Where is this land of and, you say? Who are you? Well, a country buffet, of course. The magic land of and, where you can eat your heart's desire for only $9.90.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Are you sick of having flabby arms that keep waving after you stop? Want to look buff for the babes? Want to be toning your upper body while listening to the radio? Well, the Shake Weight is the perfect solution for all of your upper body needs. You will be able to tone your arms, shoulders, and chest as you rock out to your favorite tunes. Guaranteed! We offer both male and female versions for optimal results no matter your shape or size. The Shake Weight's fluid motion will prove to be your new go-to fitness tool.
I love the shake weight. I used to be insecure by my puny biceps, but not anymore. The shake weight is the perfect tool to construct the upper body you want. The motion is super simple and eerily familiar. My girlfriend loves her shake weight too. We have shake weight movie dates, entertainment while building confidence. I would definitely recommend the shake weight to anyone with arms.
Call within the next 20 minutes to receive the special offer of the Shake Weight for 2 payments of $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Our number is 1-800-555-5309 or go to our website at shakeweightforlife.com.
Get pumped for the most insane concert of your entire life. 2 nights only at the Pepsi Center. Get your iPod playlist in one show. Every artist from Fall Out Boy to T-Pain to Mumford & Sons to Kanye West. Need some country in your life? The concert is featuring Big and Rich, Blake Shelton, Toby Keith, Zach Brown Band, and many more. There are no cover artists, just the biggest names in the music industry. Every #1 hit from the past 3 years will be played at the Insanity Tour. July 25th and 26th. Doors open at 7. Concert starts at 8. Go to Ticketmaster.com for tickets now.
Like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. Springsteen.
What are you tapping the table for? What's wrong with you?
Whoever did that awesome voice in your in your commercial,
During our
Katie,
spot block?
deserves like an award or something because that was amazing.
Listen.
That was awesome.
I'd be more than happy to accept an award, but I would be even happier if someone would pay me.
For your commercials.
Sure, yeah, no. I'm the best broadcaster in the world. Okay, and I did it for free. No, I want the money.
I want the cash money.
I want the dollar bill.
That's why
Dollar bill.
That's why Charles Woodson went to the Raiders, not because he was like, I want to go to a team that's rebuilding. Why? That makes no sense. You went there because they paid you more money, and I understand. It's fine.
I would take the hit and get 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
get 2 Super Bowl wins at least.
Because he's gonna be fine afterwards. I'm sure he's going to go into like sports broadcasting.
And the Raiders aren't rebuilding.
No, they're awful.
They're all getting arrested.
Sure, they're rebuilding, but by the time that they're any better, he's not going to be
retired.
playing. Yeah, he's not going to be playing. Now, so we're going into a little bit more of the news. So there was apparently there is a space crater, I believe is the correct term.
Space crater.
That is so big. How big is it?
Oh, how big is it, Omar?
How big is it, Omar?
Yeah. Anyway, so it's so big. So it has its own
Probably
moon.
never heard that before, have you?
It has its own moon orbiting around it.
Omar's not even going to touch that one, apparently.
Oh man,
It's average.
That one was harsh. It was all quiet,
it's
then all
Friday.
of a sudden, boom!
It's about average.
It's about average.
So you've heard.
Oh,
It's
man.
average. Anyway, so this space crater has its own moon. Now, NASA.
Hang on. If it's a crater, how does it have a moon?
I don't know. It's so big that it has its own gravitational pull, is what I'm reading.
How can something that's cratered out have a gravitation? Where is this at?
I don't know. Okay, so OEA2 itself is way bigger. The latest readings from NASA Deep Space Network antenna in Goldstone, California, are consistent with earlier estimates that the so it's an asteroid. Excuse me. Is about 1.7 miles, 2.7 kilometers wide, but the moon that it's orbiting it is hefty as well. Astronomers estimate that its diameter is about 2,000 feet. That's big enough to wipe out an area the size of Virginia if it were to strike the land. Now,
Excellent.
Awesome.
How NASA deems this important because so how this made the news I have no idea, but fortunately
Isn't it supposed to like pass?
neither space rock or moon will come any closer than 3.6 million miles from Earth.
Oh.
So, but it's news apparently. So this huge asteroid that has its own moon
Well,
that
apparently
is,
that.
but
Wait,
it's-
how many miles?
Oh, it's an
3.6
asteroid.
million.
It's not. So it's an asteroid. It's
Yes.
not a crater.
yes.
Okay.
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 What is-
Asteroid
oh,
makes
I'm sorry. Are
sense.
you guys astronomists now? You can,
An asteroid is its own like individual thing that's orbiting around a planet. A crater is like a hole on a
Yeah.
planet.
That-
That's why when
the
you said a
asteroid.
crater, we were
Ah,
both just like,
that's-
"What are you talking?"
I did not know that.
Yes.
So I took in college, freshman year, obviously. You have to take all these stupid requisite classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was in astronomy for about 2 days, and I was like, I can't do this. So I went and took chemistry instead. It was so boring, and I'm sure that they would have gone over that. Had I stayed in that class, I probably would not have made a fool of myself now. But, Brad, what do you have for me, my man? Yeah, no, go ahead. Finish
So-
drinking your coffee. No, hold on, everyone, wait. Okay, are you
It's
ready?
spice cider, so
It's-
that means it's better.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
That
Yeah.
doesn't make it okay.
It makes it delicious.
Right.
So apparently there was an explosion at Disneyland, right?
Bridget, Ben.
Yes.
So someone finally got charged for said explosion of it was like dry ice bomb, basically.
Apparently, they've been going off all over.
He kind of looks like Mickey Mouse.
This guy, we'll post on the Facebook, but this guy definitely does not look like Mickey Mouse.
He does a little bit. If Mickey Mouse was of African descent.
Oh.
Mickey.
So the guy who got charged, his name's Christian Barnes, and he's 22, and he was arrested at the park Tuesday for these dry ice explosions, because you mix dry ice with water, and then after a certain amount of time, it explodes. Well, this guy was leaving them everywhere around the park, multiple explosions. So people
Because
were
he
all
works
freaking.
there, so he has secret access to all to run around.
And apparently he was the one in the Mickey Mouse
probably-
costume that always got beat up. So
Oh, okay. So he was Mickey Mouse.
I
What did I
did-
just say?
I
He
just
looks,
made.
he looks like Mickey Mouse. Oh,
I just made that up.
I thought you were reading the
No.
story.
No, he worked at one of the stands at Toontown.
Yeah.
Okay, but still. They probably hired him. He was like, he kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. We're going to go ahead and roll the dice on this guy.
And they rolled wrong. They rolled the snake
The
eyes.
snake eyes.
Because he apparently he
Because
hated
he
his
ended
job
up
so
being
much.
freaking crazy.
Just a little freaking crazy. Not a lot freaking
just a
crazy.
little.
Just a little freaking crazy.
Just a skitch.
Because
Smidge.
we all hate our jobs, but he just decided to actually take it to the next level and actually do what he was always thinking about.
That's so true. I do hate my job.
Are you sure you should be saying that?
No one listens.
Because I don't work at Target anymore, so I can say that I didn't like working there with no repercussions.
No, I guess I hate my job Monday through Thursday. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were good.
Is it because all the fat people go in during
He's
the
the
week and
man-
all the good-looking people
No,
go
no,
in during the
Actually,
weekend?
that's not true. At the weekend, none of the attractive people come in. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the managers aren't there. So I am the manager at on the weekend, and I run it and I handle the business.
Handle the business. All right.
Okay,
Touche to
so
that.
Mickey Mouse guy blows up dry ice at Disneyland.
His bail set at $500,000.
You don't mess with Disney.
No, you don't
Do
mess.
not mess with Disney.
Yeah, they will go after you. You know how much this
it's
guy's.
like Guantanamo Bay. That's where you're going.
You get
no one's
chained.
gonna ask questions. Nothing. You're gone.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
get
my
chained to the little Toontown, and then you're not gonna be able to escape
Oh, my
ever.
Okay, so, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm reading this. All right,
Hang on, before you start, J.C. Penney, by the way, just saying, was opened up by a James Cash Penney. So
Hence the JC.
James Cash Penny, that's awesome.
Yeah.
1910 or 1906. Whatever.
What is his origin?
1902.
Is he
Oh,
from the
right.
Ukraine?
No, he's from
The
Hamilton, Missouri.
Oh, that's not
Missouri.
as cool.
Yeah,
That's not as cool.
misery.
Okay. So Kyle Dube, he is a Maine native. Called
native of what?
He's a Maine,
State?
he's from Maine.
Oh,
A native of Maine.
I thought he was he's the main man of where?
So Kyle had a bright idea. So he used a fake Facebook account to lure a teenage girl out of her house and attempt to stage her kidnapping. Now, how they
Stage her kidnapping or actually kidnap her?
stage her kidnapping
Excellent.
and rescue her so he could look like a hero. Now,
Poor guy's just desperate for some love.
hold on. So, and the police affidavit states, in this attempt, the girl died. So,
What?
yeah. So now he's being charged. He's being charged with murder.
What was
Whoa,
he
wait,
trying
hang
to
on.
do?
Whoa, hang on. Back up.
There's a
In
big
the
difference.
kidnapping attempt, she died.
No. In the kidnapping attempt and the saving attempt,
She is dead.
she's dead. So Kyle Dube was indicted Wednesday on charges of murder and kidnapping in the death of a 15-year-old Nicole Cable, whose body was found in a wooded area of Old Town this month, a week after she went missing. So
What, is it
she
released,
is dead.
Is it released like what the scenario was, or is he not talking? Because I'm sure he's the only one that really knows.
okay, so when Nicole came along, the 20-year-old Dube, which is the guy,
So
jumped
she's 15 and he's 20.
Yes.
Great plan.
jumped out and snatched her, duct taped her, and put her in the back of her father's pickup truck. Dube later discovered that she was dead, so he dumped her body and covered it with branches.
Dead how?
She probably
He
hit her
intended to
head.
kidnap Nicole and hide her, that he would later find her and be the hero. It doesn't say duct tape. Okay, so the affidavit doesn't go into details about how Nicole was duct taped, and the cause of her death is still being determined by the medical examiner.
I bet she hit her head. It's something with a head, like blunt force trauma. And
So
she
the plan
bled out.
was
Or she suffocated
to
if she
stage
put
the-
on the duct tape wrong.
So the plan was to stage the kidnapping.
Also true.
So
Yeah.
stage the kidnapping, hide her. Obviously, it'd become a big story because she was 15 years old. Save her, and then he would be a hero. But she ended up dying in the process, which is awful. But
I have a little bit of a lighter story.
Yes,
that
please, for the
intrigues
love
me.
of God.
again, I don't intend to bring down the mood, but it was an interesting story.
It
and
is, it's interesting.
it's ridiculous.
I want to know what her cause of death was for sure.
Yeah.
You want to follow the story? I'll
Yeah,
send you the
follow.
link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
follow it.
Do you want to follow the story?
We'll see if there's any updates on Monday.
Right? I
So
definitely
then
want-
now people have to come and listen to us on Monday.
Boom.
That's how we do that.
Sponsorship. No.
No.
All
Listeners.
right, so I've got a story from in Los Angeles. A 9th grade class was taking health, like all early high school kids do. And they
Wait,
were watching
health or
health class.
okay?
So they were watching this video about like STDs and all this other stuff, and the
I
teacher's
remember
like,
when
"All
I had
right."
my first beer.
She's just like, "All right, pull out your cell phone." So they all were like, "Okay." And she's like, "Go on this website and join. And if you ever go to a health clinic and need STD testing, they will text you the results.
That's
so you,
nice.
you can get
That's actually
a
very
text
convenient.
message saying whether you are positive or negative for any certain
this-
STD that you are getting
think-
tested
do you
for."
think-
What year of high
What
school is
site
this?
is
They're
this?
9th grade, so freshman.
What's the dude? Does
She
it
tells
give the
freshmen
site?
this because it's okay.
Is this
That's
in
not
Colorado?
okay.
It is the website is Cupid, QPID.me. M-E
I like it.
is the website.
Why would
But-
you name a website that?
I don't
Like,
know.
you know what? The first Cupid. Oh, it's like a dating website.
What is it?
Nope, it's for STDs.
Cupid.me.com.
It just said Cupid.me. It doesn't even say .com, but I'm assuming.
No, it's Cupid.me.
That's what I put in.
That's an actual.
But yeah, apparently Los Angeles Unified School District is the second largest school system in the country. So they partnered with them
They're
to
on
try.
top of things over
yeah,
there.
apparently.
That's stupid.
Don't.
Yep.
No, it's not. I think it's
They're
genius.
freshmen in high school. They shouldn't be having sex anyway.
Yeah, they do. Did you not go to high school? My high school was littered with pregnant girls running around taking English.
That's
Oh.
stupid.
All right, listen to
Those
this.
girls that were pregnant are stupid.
In 2005, the Los Angeles County Health Department surveyed more than 4,000 middle schoolers in 14 area public schools. The research showed 16% of 7th graders had engaged in oral sex, and 20% of 8th graders had an intercourse.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
What's wrong with the next gen? I thought our generation was messed up.
No, it is.
Their generation's stupid.
Yeah, they're.
Again, I told you this is happening. We might as
This
well.
is happening. Let's embrace it.
I don't think we
Yeah,
can.
let's embrace it with.
I don't think we can.
You know what? If you have sex and you wind up with an STD as a freshman, we will let you know.
We'll text you. You won't even have to let your parents know. We'll just text you.
That's
they won't even know.
horrible. That's horrible.
I agree with you, but there's nothing that we can do. What are we going to do?
Beat
It's a
them.
little archaic.
Okay.
Beat them.
Chastity belts.
I will sew that thing up until.
Listen,
Exactly.
the
You will
only-
not be having any shenanigans.
I don't think the
while I am.
No mischief.
Yes.
Your shenanigans.
Exactly.
I don't think the chat. I would, if you're going to sew it up, all I would do is lift weights and get strong enough to be able to rip it.
Rip it off.
Because me and Megan are gonna do it.
Who's Megan?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I just
Oh, you
came
just
up
made
with
up a name.
I
That's
just
not.
made up the name.
By the way, all this other stuff aside, what's going on with Tattoo Leg Girl?
Oh,
You went out on a date.
oh!
Omar!
Hold on. Okay.
Wow,
I
I'm
forgot
gonna have to let her know now that you totally forgot about her on a radio
No,
show.
no, I totally did. Now, hold on. I never had a chance to tell you guys. Totally forgot. Now, so
You had a chance to tell us about this poor story in Maine, but you're not going to tell us about date with tattoo leg girl?
okay,
Yeah.
This is Friday. Let's be
so-
uplifting, Omar.
so well, the
We
story's
want to
not
go out with a bang.
the story's definitely not
Literally.
uplifting. So, it's Thursday. I call
Last Thursday.
last Thursday.
right.
I call out of my internship because I wouldn't have enough time to get everything that I needed to get done that day in addition to go on this date and whatnot, right? So had I gone to the internship, I would have got out at 6. The only time she would be able to go was 7. It would give me an hour to get home, shower, change, and do all that crap.
And that's not happening.
And that would not have happened because it takes like 30 minutes to get home from my internship.
Oh, yeah.
So there's just no way. Now, I text her at 5 o'clock, right? And I had got everything done. I had bought a new shirt and all this other crap. And I was like, I don't know where I'm picking you up. She's like, oh, at my house. I don't know where you live. Just text me your address. She's like, okay, I'll text it to you in a little bit. So it's 5:30, no text. It's 6:30, no text. 6:45, she texts me her address. 15 minutes before the date actually is about to go down, right?
She lives all the way on
I'm
the other
sure
side of town,
I'm sure
doesn't
she
she?
was getting ready and just lost
I'm
track
sure
of
she
time
was.
and just
Absolutely.
wanted...
I'm sure she was. Now, she lives about 30 minutes from where I do. So, and she's like, she texts me the address, and you know, I look at my phone. I'm pissed because she could have
Is
texted
that
me.
something that pisses you off?
She could have texted me the address.
We'll use that later in the
I
show.
asked her 2 hours ago where she lived. It would have been fine for me to know where she lived, got there and had to wait for her because that's what I was expecting anyway, right? Because she had to get ready. Now, 6:45. I am pissed beyond all belief. Her roommate texts me, and I was speaking to her roommate before I was speaking to her, right?
Okay.
And I
Oh, you mean in general? Like you were talking to the roommate before?
because they both go to my gym, right?
Okay.
And I had met her roommate first.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I was talking to her roommate first. I was like talking,
Yeah.
and then Tania, the leg tattoo girl. So she comes in, and I'm like, oh, she's a little bit more attractive, and she's more my type. So I start talking to Tania, and kind of not necessarily disregard, but start talking to her, to her roommate, and her roommate texts me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go hang out with a roommate instead. So I did.
Oh.
And I haven't talked to Tattoo Girl since.
So you didn't have your date?
Nope.
Like you picked up the roommate? Or you-
Instead, yes.
How did if they live at the same place? How did it work that you
We-
came to pick up
We
leg
decided
tattoo?
to meet up somewhere else. We went and had, I can't remember what it was. It was either like Cold Stone or Baskin Robbins.
So
or
did
something.
she text you later, Tattoo Girl, and say like, "Hey, I'm ready to go now"?
No, she just texted me her address 15 minutes before the date, and that was it. I haven't talked to her since.
She hasn't even been to the gym.
So
I'm sure she has, but she shows up there after I do. So I normally would wait and talk to her, but I just been leaving early.
I would have at least sent her something like, "Hey,
No, I was
You-
pissed.
I realize, but I would
That's
at
still
least,
not-
I would at least voiced your anger to her."
I did after she was like, "I'll text you in a little bit." I was like, "Why wouldn't you just send it right now?" That's what I said.
So that's you voicing
And then
your
she didn't
anger?
respond.
And she didn't say anything until 15 minutes before we were supposed to go out. So I was a little upset. I obviously didn't handle it very
So
well.
no go for any of it.
Yeah, and her roommate is annoying. So
Aw.
I'm not talking to her anymore either.
So
Oh my god.
You went to ice cream and you had to hang out with an annoying girl?
Yeah.
How long did you stay at the gym extra?
What?
More time in the gym because of ice cream?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't have, like, we shared one, but she ate most of it because I didn't really eat it.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
She was like,
You have to take people to places that you will actually like mutually enjoy.
I enjoy ice cream fine. I just don't indulge in it.
Okay. Yeah. It's just awkward because I mean, like one of the two of you has to be the one that eats more.
Again, it was her.
Yeah, because you didn't
'Cause
eat
you didn't
any
want
of
No,
it.
but like I would eat some of it, but I would do it fairly slowly, and she's eating it normally, and I'm like, like sucking on the spoon a little bit, or we're talking, and she's just like going at it.
Probably thinks that
and-
you have an oral fixation.
Ayo.
Anyway, but now we're gonna go to commercial break. It sounds like, so we'll come back.
We have 15 minutes to class.
Okay.
We've got to.
So we're gonna go to break for about 2 minutes. We'll come back, and then we'll finish up with what pisses us off.
Pisses us off.
Time for
Alright.
mischief and shenanigans, everybody.
GoWildHigh.com.
Just in case I get the notion to let it run through my head.
All right, it's coming to that time of year again, man. Summertime, nice rides, margaritas, and reggae on the rocks. This is the biggest reggae event of the year at the one and only Red Rocks Amphitheater. So grab your favorite tie-dye or Bob Marley shirt, grab your hemp necklaces and bracelets, and your dreadlock wig, and grab your tickets now because they're always going to sell out just like every year. So come enjoy the mixed smells, sounds, colors, and the biggest smoke session going down at Reggae on the Rocks. Call 1-800-555-0420 or go to redrocks.com for more info.
I've got some big news. The bank finally came through, and I'm holding the keys to a brand new Chevrolet.
Looking for that new vehicle to attract the ladies? Is that old junker killing your mojo? Head on over to Koshuak Chevrolet, your Central Wisconsin Chevy dealer, for our annual Push Puller Drag sales event and upgrade your ride. Get $2,000 trade for anything you bring into the dealership. Check out the all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado with its 23 highway MPG and 383 pounds of torque. Starting at just under $32,000 with 0 down and 0% financing for 36 months. Get this great value now and enjoy a summer full of tailgating with your buddies and impressing the ladies. Whether it's hunting or fishing in the backwoods or just camping in the driveway, having fun has never been so easy. With over 100 new Silverados to choose from, Koshuak Chevrolet is sure to have the right truck for you at the corner of Rib Mountain Drive and Highway 51. Come on down and test drive all the latest Chevy models and get your mojo back where it should be.
You gotta get a little mud on the tires.
What are you doing on December 12th through the 18th? How about you come see the Oscar and a Tony award-winning musical called Rent, the wonderful story of 8 friends living in the harsh times in New York. Watch them as they struggle through disease and poverty, but learn to love each other. Watch such hits like Tango Maureen.
The Tango Maureen. Gotta dance till your diva is
Or What You Own. Come see this wonderful musical on December 12th through the 18th. Tickets are now on sale at BuellTheater.com or call us at 500-555-6000. Then again, it's BuellTheater.com or call us at 500-555-6000. Rent, no day but today.
I don't know any of these songs. Like, you and Katie and Brad look at each other as soon as the song starts. They're like, yeah, we know
love
this
this
song. And
song.
I'm like,
Well, then that means that you just
Well,
don't listen
then
to good music.
Is
You
that
gotta
is-
come out with us.
is that Cher?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
That's
know.
not. That's not
Is that
Cher.
a Sonny and Cher action
that Liz-
happening
Oh my
today?
Is that Lizzie McGuire?
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Lizzie McGuire.
You know what pisses me off, Brad?
What pisses you off?
When my radio station doesn't play music that I know.
Maybe.
Well, maybe you should pick it. better songs, I guess.
I didn't pick any of the songs. That's
2
another
out
thing.
of 3 of us know the songs, Omar.
So
Maybe we're not the issue.
I'm not really mad. I'm just saying. I thought it'd be funny. It didn't really go over well.
I'll try. I'll take some more songs off my phone, and I'll try to get a little more variety
Again,
for you.
I was totally kidding. It's fine. I don't care.
Oh, it sounds
I don't
like
want
you
you to
care
be
because it pisses
upset.
you off.
Not at all. Again, I was just using the medium because that's what we were doing.
Brad, what pisses you off?
Let's see. What pisses me off?
Kidding.
Alrighty.
Hostility in
I'm
the radio
kidding.
station.
Jesus.
So what pisses me off, coming back here, what pisses me off is, okay, don't get me wrong, I love my niece Layla. But when she doesn't have a nap,
Eric
I'm
Clapton,
not all
Layla?
that fond of Layla.
no, my niece Layla.
I know, but like the Eric Clapton song.
No.
like-
I'm not all that.
Okay.
I don't.
No.
I'm not all that fond of Layla.
I'm not sure why they picked. You're not fond of my niece?
No.
No, well then you need to shut it. And that pisses me off.
I don't particularly care for her.
All right.
Anyway,
Layla
so what?
with no nap.
Yeah, she gets kind of angry, and we were having brunch the other day with her mom, my sister, and my mother.
How old is she?
Who? Layla?
Layla.
Like who? Which?
The
I just said
child
3
in-
different
the child
people.
in question.
She is 18 months.
Ooh.
19 months, I think now. Yes.
Okay.
So she doesn't
Very
get her nap,
crabby.
and she gets super angry. So like,
Just Hulk smash.
so while we were in La Peeps, shout out sponsorship, she lifts up the whole the thing that's on the table.
The tablecloth?
Thank you so much. She lifts up the whole tablecloth and spills over all the water in this glass, and almost runs completely into my mom and almost douses my mom in water. And we're all just sitting there like, "Are you serious, child?
Good thing
Are you
water's
serious?
free."
Freaking am,
And not
bro."
sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just, without her nap, it's just so frustrating to be like, "You're adorable, but I want to punch you."
My nephew.
Well, if it was,
My nephew is the exact same way. Like, he is really cool when he's not being a little douche. And he
Other than that,
he's-
totally cool.
He is
Yeah.
like he has the most annoying cry too, and it's like, oh my god, shut up!
My niece does the crocodile too. She goes,
You know what's worse? You know what's worse than that? Like when they cry but no sound comes out,
"Oh,
and
you
they're just
know,
like,
you know, it's gonna be like a gargantuan scream of massive proportions when they take
and
the
then like
inhale."
they take and then like,
Their face gets all red, and they're just like,
yeah.
Oh man,
their
those
face
are the
goes
worst.
like halfway purple,
Yeah.
and then they take a huge inhale, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why do you do that?"
This array just like calm question. What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
What? There's no sound coming out.
So like this Saturday, right? Just really quickly. Who is that? Who's your friend, Katie? Anyway,
all the way
we're
over the park.
we're on outside, so why don't you go?
Yeah, why don't you go? Hey.
Holla.
Oh,
Oh
lovely.
my gosh, mother.
Lovely. You're quite the professional, Brad. Anyway, so this
Hang on, before you finish.
Read the text.
My mom is listening to us on the radio. Sponsorship, mom.
Hi, Brad's
And-
mom.
Yeah, she literally just texted me and said, "You had your moments at that age too."
is she coming his way?
She's probably walking over past us to the cosmetology school.
Oh.
So yeah, thanks, mom.
Hey.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out.
Sponsorship money.
Okay, so on Saturday, normally we run this boot camp. It's called the Pit. The Pit is where Marines get sent when they're bad, I guess. Now,
What
so-
kind of
People
bad?
volunteer to do this at the boot camp.
Yes. So it's for the more advanced people. Phil was on vacation, so they asked if I could run it on Saturday, and I was like, sure, because I take the class on Saturdays and I'm familiar with how he runs it. So I'm at my desk and I'm filling out paperwork and whatnot because I just finished up a session, and like Christy's like, come on, because Christy kind of runs it as well. She'll be there every once in a while. She's one of the other trainers there.
She good looking?
Eh.
Hang on, how is she a trainer and she's eh?
Not all trainers are attractive. There's like
That's
old
true.
fat man trainers and like
Yeah.
You have to sell your product, and your product is being
No.
good looking.
that's not true.
It's not true.
But the number
What?
one thing that you have as a trainer is your program. It's not necessarily yourself or your body. It's your program.
Your
But
regimen.
you're your own
I
you're your
agree.
own selling point.
I agree with you.
How
but
can a fat man sell like I'm not gonna be a personal trainer because I can't sell my training regimen.
Okay, knowledge
which is
has nothing.
cheeseburgers.
Knowledge has nothing to do with your appearance. I mean, you can know everything there is to know about something, but not necessarily practice it. It's not. Anyway,
That's stupid.
So I'm running this class on Saturday, and no. Right before we start running the class, like this lady that always takes a class is with Christy, and she goes up to my desk and she's like, "Let's go, let's do this." And I'm like, "Why are you yelling at me?
It's time to go."
And she was the first. We went for like a mile run to actually warm up, and like she was the first one to start walking. And I get right behind her, and I'm like, "Why are you walking? Let's go, let's do this." And she was just like, she was just like, "F you, get away from me." And I'm like,
You were the one who instigated the yelling, so
yeah,
I'm
like
continuing
you asked for this.
That's what you should have said. You asked for this when you yelled at me at the desk.
Yeah.
Run.
And I did, and it was a hot day, and I can understand. But she's trains with Phil, so she's not one of those people. She takes the class because Phil makes her take the class.
Oh.
So she's not one of those people that like go to take the class because
It's entirely voluntary. Like, it's not.
She goes there because she has to. She didn't know that Phil wasn't going to be there though, so she probably would not have gone had she known.
Right.
But
so wait, why does Phil get to make her go and you don't get to?
Because
he's got he's got more of a relationship with her, like as her trainer. I feel like
Phil,
he's got the more
Phil
like
probably
one-on-one connection happening.
Yeah,
well, the only
you get
way.
a certain amount of sessions with your trainer. I'm sorry. You get a certain amount of sessions with your trainer, and that's a way that we don't burn sessions, and you get more time with your trainer. So, it's kind of, bang for the buck type of deal.
So the only way that a personal trainer would be capable of getting me to like some form of workout regimen is if they physically pick me up every morning, because I will like go strong for the first month, and then after that I'm like, sleep sounds so amazing right now.
No.
And then I'm just done.
I'm sure after the month, it takes about 21 workouts to actually get into a rhythm. So after the first month, I'm sure you'd be fine. I'm sure you wouldn't like start flaking out and whatnot. You get into a rhythm.
I can't do it. I can't. I love my cheeseburger. 1, 2.
You can have an occasional cheeseburger.
That's not enough.
One cheeseburger won't make you fat. Like one salad won't make you skinny.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
I'm saying that.
Like your gloves.
I don't think she heard you.
Me gusta los guantes.
Yes! That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we are going to run. It's Tomfoolery, Mischief, and Shenanigans. Shout out to Brad's mother.
Yeah!
But I do have to go up there and print out my copy. Otherwise, I'm going to fail the module.
I'm going to laugh. All right, everybody. Time for the Mischief and Shenanigans.
We will see you in about 143 hours.
GoMileHigh.com. Have a great weekend, guys.
A dang about nothing. I'm singing and bling blinging while the girls are drinking. Long necks down, and I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your freak parade.